Welcome to the Scully Twins channel. Let's go ahead and bring it back into that child pose. Breathe. Now we're going to slowly come out of that child pose, cross our feet in front of us, and lean over to our left side here. Get that side lean. So we really stretch out that left side of our body. So we're going to slowly come out of that and then lean over to the right to get the right side of our body stretch. Now come out of that. Bring your knees to the ground and then push your butt up into downward facing dog. We go into warrior one. So just bring your right leg forward. And what we're going to do here, we're going to go to crescent lunge and then warrior. Continue like that. So crescent lunge and then go into warrior one. So push it back into that downward facing dog. Now stand that left leg up, bring it to the front, and going back into that crescent to warrior one poses once again. So bring it up to that crescent, extend it out to warrior one. And just keep going. Bring that arms to the ground, push it back into that downward facing dog. Come back on your knees now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lie on our back. Bring that right leg up and stretch it out. So for this pose, you either gonna hold the back of that leg here, or you could grab your feet and hold it to get that whole stretch on the back of that leg. So now it's going on the switch sides. So now we're going to bring that left leg up. And once again, you don't have to grab the feet. You could either grab that ankle area like Arisha's doing, or grab that feet, or just grab the back of that leg and just hold it. Now slowly come up, gonna lie on our side here and grab that right leg, bring it back to touch that butt. So again, that whole quad stretch now. Come on up and switch sides. So now we're going to lie on the opposite side and stretch out, bring our left leg to the back and stretch out that left quad now. Come back up, sit on your butt, and now we're going to go into that butterfly stretch. So you bring in both legs, touching it together and lean it as forward as you can. For some people, you might could touch your feet. For others, you might just have to stay in place without leaning too far forward. So each of us have our own stability and endurance to be able to get deep into that stretch. Come out of that and bring your legs to the back, get into that frog stretch. So you're going to kind of get your feet in that frog-like position and then lean it forward. So you stretch out those hips, the inner thighs area. Come on up, bring that knees together, and now we're gonna bring our right legs up to the front and really stretch it out. So we stretch out our quads here, bring your arms up to the sky and just really lean it forward. Bring that hands down and touch it on the knees here and really lean it forward here. You can really feel that stretch in your groins and your hips. slowly come out of that stretch here and just sit your butt all the way back. Lean that right leg as forward as you can. So for some of you, this would be a good stretch to stay in this position here. For others, you're going to go ahead and lean it forward and be able to touch your feet. So really extend your hands to the sky and then lean it forward to really get your hands up there. So we're going to go ahead and come up here. And we're going to bring our legs back. So have our right legs back to the top and our left leg facing back. And really get that stretch here. So for some of us, we could bring our hands to the ground to touch. For others, you might have to stay with your hands up without coming down. Come on up and go back into that downward facing dog. And now stretch or extend your left leg up to the sky and bring it to the front. And then you're going to bring your hands up to the sky and really stretch out. Hands down to touch our knees now. And stretching it forward. Slowly sit your butt back. while extending your left legs all the way out. So for some of you, this would be good enough. For others, we could go ahead and extend our hands to the sky and really lean it forward and get that full stretch. Right, come on up, bring that left leg still bended to the front and your right leg extended back, and get that neat stretch here. So once again, you could either bring your elbows down and touch the ground, or just keep your hands in that extended position with your hands up. Come out of the pose and just extend your legs back into that child pose. You're going to slowly come into that downward facing dog. So coming out of that child pose to downward facing dog. Walk your feet in and just lean it forward. Going right into that dancer pose here. So you could either keep your legs, just grabbing your legs and to stay in the upright position, or you can lean it forward in that dancer pose. Now let's switch sides. So we're gonna Going to bring that left leg back down to the ground, and now hold that right leg. So this pose can be challenging, so you don't have to come into that dancer pose. You either could just hold your right leg in your arms without really leaning it forward to help with that balance. Now let's bring both legs down. So now I'm going to go into that yoga squat. So face forward and come down in that kneeling position and just hold it in that low squat here. We're going to end with some inhale, exhale. So cross our feet. And then let's do that inhale. Inhale for exhale. Inhale, exhale. Until we see you next time. Bye-bye.